Okay, ballers and wordlets. It's time for bonus video time. I'm finally taking on Quordle on here now. When I play Wordle, I always play with the strategy of I'm always playing in hard mode, that kind of thing, where once you have a piece of information, you have to use that down. When you're playing Quordle, you can't do that because when you're making a guess on one game, it's going to have different information from one of the other in the other three, so that doesn't quite work. So I'm going to do this. Oh, I think I can change a setting here. Yeah, I really like the color blind keys. I don't know about the keys. I like the color blind mode just because I like the blue and the orange better. You can see here, if you go in here, then orange is the correct spot, blue is the right letter in the wrong spot. And the reason why I'm talking about playing a different strategy for Quordle than Wordle, um, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not have a starting word. I'm going to have a bank of starting words, and so I'm going to just play uh, uh, some words just right off the bat. Oops, just to see what we have going on, and what are the letters that we're playing with. And so I think it kind of ruins the game a little bit. So now I'm gonna start with the first word in the um, up here. So we know it has something that starts with a letter T, and then it has an O, an R, an E, and then a double letter or a Q, a Z, an X, a V, a J, or a K. Now, J and K may be a little bit more likely than the other four. We've seen V's pop up, and of course, with these being somewhat common letters, wouldn't be that weird for there to be a double. So, what starts with a T has an O, R, and E, um, and it's not just it's not right into there. Um, if it weren't for the fact that the O and the R are in the wrong spots, I would think it was like tort, Torte, um, like the food, not like the legal claim. Um, what if we? Hmm, maybe I'm gonna move on to something I know more about, like this one, where it knows an we know it ends in E, or it ends in ADY and has a B and an E, so we know that is beady. Now, you notice that when I type, it types in the same word in all four. So if you haven't played Quordle yet, that's the challenge. And instead of getting six guesses, you get nine because you're trying to figure out four words um, instead of one. Now, one reason why that is going to help me here, even on the other ones, is it's going to tell me maybe where the E is in the first one. So let's try beady, and now I've locked down this word. We knew this one was beady. Great. We also know that the E in the second word is not in this position, and it's not in the first word either. This one didn't have an E, so that's fine. Um, I'm going to move on to the what I call the third word. So I count one, two, three, four. You might actually go one, two, three, four. So I'm counting this as the third word. I know we don't start with a T, so I'm going to assume we're going to start with the S because we know the H is there. And then we have an O and a U and a T, so we're going to shout out an answer. Great. So now we are six guesses in, and we've got two of the four figured out. Let's come up here. Oh, yeah, seeing that helped us here because we now know for sure where the O is in the first one. Let's come up to the what I call the second one. We know we're starting with a C. Uh, we know. I'm just assuming that this is the uh, R, but as I think about it, that might not be right. Oh, because Oh, you know what I think this is. And the P not being in the last position means that we're not ending in that, because it could have been like something like a creep or something like that, but it's not. So I'm going to assume it's like this, because this is one combination of the letters that works. One of the things about the strategies is sometimes, especially for playing Wordle, like it'll tell you usually what the 5 letters are you're playing with. Uh, in the 4 words, because I don't know if you noticed, but those first 4 words we use 20 of the 26 letters, uh, and so usually it hones in and tells you what the letters are. Actually, did not on this one, right? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 letters on the first one, so either we have a double or one of the less common letters. But on the other ones, we did get 5. So, but it could be that you need to swap some letters or something like that. So I'm going to try caper. It is caper. So now I've gone through 7 guesses and I've got 3 of the words, and so now I only have 1 word to figure out in 2 guesses, and I have 4 of the 5 letters. I know that it starts with a T. I know that the second letter is not an E or an O. It could be a mystery letter like a J or a K or a V or an X or a Q or whatever. I'm assuming it's not. So that tells me I'm going to probably guess an R. And then we have an O. Boy, I don't want to spoil this for anybody that hasn't played Wordle. What did we do today? 249. That, but yeah. I hope you watch the other video first. I'll premiere this later, and sure enough, no spoilers. No spoilers. That's weird. Super weird. I almost think I'm upset about that. I think I don't know how I feel about it. No, I'm upset. I don't even know how to say no spoilers, because most people play Wordle first and then they play the Quordle. So if you're interested in playing this and you're like, you bomb out on the first one and you don't play this, I don't know, kind of think a cheating strategy. I, but if you want to try it out, Quordle does have practice mode. So you can just go through and I'll just pick 4 random 5-letter words, and then you could play it all that you want. The website is down here for playing Quordle. I really don't think I'm going to be doing daily Quordle videos, but people have been playing it, taking on. It is definitely harder than Wordle, especially if you don't play a strategy like this. There is no such thing as hard mode in Quordle, just because it's not possible. Because as you notice, even on the first word, we had very different information. Just TU blank blank S, and then we have the so we knew off the first word that our first guess that the third and fourth words probably didn't have any letters in common. Actually, yeah, did not have any letters in common. So no such thing as hard mode, but I guess that makes sense. Okay, well, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe not playing Quordle, but certainly playing Wordle. Maybe someday I'm going to stop, and you're going to wonder what happened. And it'll turn out that I needed coffee. Yeah, something like that. Okay, have a great day.